Hello and welcome back to another video with a Moalani. This is episode 11 of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play Season 2 series. Okay. Last episode, we did not hit play. We did kind of a lot of floor planning and preparation for the Miners Guild. I'm going to come over and double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that are assigned to the task. We do have our manager who's a legendary miner. Now, when I went in and checked the guild hall, we had 7 workers. We added 3 more. I took off one of our legendary miners. Our manager has some gem cutting to do as well. He has all the managing. And so our manager is kind of busy. And I don't mind giving a little bit of extra help to our other miners. That being said, we do have 3 new ones. I just want to make sure. So we've got 1 pick. 2. Okay, so I do need to make a couple of picks. Okay. So let me come in and check. We do have some iron bars now. I'm going to make a couple of iron picks. We do have a weaponsmith attached. So we'll do... Do we have any copper? We still have copper. I'm going to do a couple more copper picks. We're going to save that iron. We'll come in, we'll do copper pick. Weapon, we'll do copper. We'll do pick. I'm going to make 4, I think. We may not have that many copper bars, though. Kind of looks like we don't. Okay. So, 2 copper picks. I'm going to come in and check. We have kind of a lot of this garnerite or galenas. Tetrahedrite. Copper. Okay. Okay. We are working on bedrooms. Here, as soon as those doors get placed, when we hit play, we'll go ahead and draw some bedrooms. Yep, okay. One thing I do really kind of want to come in and do before we hit play. I know we did a lot of floor planning in our last episode. I do want to we are prepping for a miners guild, so I do just kind of want to come take a quick look at this. So I do have to come down. And I think we'll do this on a 4 here. We can do bedrooms off this direction. I think we'll do the guild hall off to the right. So we'll come... But we're going to leave a little bit of space in case we want to expand those stockpiles here. Okay. Come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see here. And then I think we'll do a 10 by 10. We did a 12 by 12 on the Farmers Guild, and I think we'll do the same on the Crafters Guild. But the rest of them we can come and make it a bit smaller here. This is a design I came up with in my Respect Blanks world. I do kind of like the design, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm just focusing, making sure I get the shape right. We're actively working towards the Miners Guild. This is going to be the Miners Guild. And then we can keep coming over to the right for more guilds. We'll do dining hall bedroom setup here, but we're not doing that this episode. Okay. And... we did deal with the migrants last episode. I think we're ready to hit play. Alright. So I am going to come up and work on dirt road here. We'll just do... We'll do much smaller ones right there, with the dwarves running over it over and over and over again. Perfect. And perfect. Oh, we have an arrow there that we can unlock. I think we will also start doing a little bit of channeling in here. Okay. In preparation for, we're going to do the... this is going to be for the bees right there. Okay. I'm going to come and just check out the bedroom here. Nice, they got the furniture placed. Okay, so we're going to come and first things first, we're going to go in. Oh, we can do more bedrooms here. I never did create the bedrooms. We'll do multi. Done. Perfect. And then the tavern keeper, I happen to know, is not in military, but we do have a few people in here who might be, so I'm just going to go through and we're going to remove assignment on this line here. We're going to start assigning some bedrooms. Okay. And then our militia commander is getting a fancier bedroom. So this will be for temporarily for a captain. Okay, so we're going to go in. This is for our militia captain. Our militia captain. Okay. We're going to come up and assign these bedrooms here based on this list. Okay. So we've got bedroom. I think we're still on the multi. And still on the multi. Done. Perfect. Okay. So, first things first. We'll sort by name. We'll do, this is Meng's bedroom. Meng. Okay. Kimber squad. There's not enough room there for me to write Kimberlite. Okay, this bedroom is for a blow. Bedroom. Timber. Squad. And as I thought, so far we have couples. Bedroom. Timber. Squad. I need to assign that one to, this is Olan's. Right there. Okay, perfect. This one is for Logan. Dennis. Okay, perfect. Bedroom. Timber. Squad. And then this last one is for Tabul. I think all but one was married. Bedroom. Timber. Squad. Okay. Our militia commander. Cancel. Bedroom. Paint. Okay. So trying to figure out how to turn off the multi-bedroom function is something kind of new to me. In I think this is the first series where I've really done the multi-bedroom. I had tried it a couple times before and it didn't work. But I read something somewhere, I think it was in this series that I noticed, where it said to paint the bedrooms it has to have the furniture in place. It has to have the door and the bed in place. And the walls. Okay. So bedroom, except this is for our militia commander. Bedroom, militia command. And then we will go ahead and set him up with his dining room. We'll just get him assigned now. We're not setting the dining hall up just yet. Dining hall, no command. And then office. Except this is our militia commander. This militia command. Okay. Did we get the? We did not get the dining hall. Okay, perfect. Back to squads. Now we're going to come down. And we're going to paint here. This is for Id, our militia captain. Bedroom. Captain. He is currently the sheriff. But at a certain population it becomes captain of the guard. Which actually, if that population is 50, well, you know, I'm going to go check that out. Nobles. Militia commander. Okay, it is captain of the guard. I need to go in and remove assignment. Okay. You know, unfortunately, we need to remake the squad here. Okay. Back to squads. Select. Disband the squad, yes. Okay, we're gonna come in. I did take a screenshot, so I can. This is so militia captain, leave vacant. We're gonna come up, captain of the guard. And so the sheriff. I knew the sheriff position turned into captain of the guard. I didn't realize that it would just go away. That's okay. So captain of the guard. So we do need to come in and create new squad. Captain of the guard squad. They are melee, metal armor. You know, I do kind of like the bars. So I think we'll do sort of a darker symbol, and then, but the background, we do need to come in and do sort of that allanite type color. Okay, so then we had Vukar, Duralban, okay. We had Kivish, our cook. We had Ezem, miner. And then we had Olin, who is new. Olin, so that I'll have to do name. Olin, I'm a full, okay. And then Kivish, I think, is married, and so one of these bedrooms. Vukar, Duralban. Yeah, so Vukar has a bedroom. And Olin has a bedroom. So we only need to do 3 bedrooms here. Oh no, we need to do one for Kivish and one for Ezem. So we only need to do 2 bedrooms here. Okay. Okay, so. This is the captain of the guard. Now we're going to do dining hall. Assign it to our captain of the guard. Dining hall, captain of the guard. And then we'll do office. Captain of the guard. And then we'll draw separate bedrooms here. Except, so this is going to be for Kivish. Bedroom. This was allanite. Squad. I'll just leave the E off. Squad. Okay. Then we have bedroom for Ezem, who I think is a miner. Yep. Bedroom, allanite, squad. Okay. Nice. That being said, let's come down and check. We do have a dacite cabinet. Do we have any allanite? Okay, we do. So we can come back up. Furniture, cabinet. We'll do allanite up here, and we'll do dacite down here. And let's check the doors. So this was dacite. Nice, we do have a door. An allanite. We do not have a door. Okay, we'll come back and check on that again later. Okay. And then we did give Erdem here a temporary bedroom. I'm going to come down. We're going to hit F2. They're making one more door here. So I think I'm going to come in. We'll set up some rock doors and rock cabinets. Door. Cabinet. Now we're going to do some microline. And we'll do a little bit of andesite. And we'll do 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. Let me come down. 1, 2. Okay. We do have... We are starting to run a little low on the bins. We could potentially make some more wheelbarrows. Beds. You know, I'm just going to come in. We'll make 10 more wheelbarrows. Okay. And we need to... I'll check the alerts here on the left. We have struck amethyst and citrine. Amethyst, I think, is 15 or 20. It's kind of up there in value. A lot of our furniture work orders have been completed. We have masterwork, doors, and beds. Very nice. Id has become a crafts dwarf. So Id was a farmer, I think. Yeah, an adequate beekeeper. They are now an adequate weaver and an adequate bone carver. We just needed someone else in the crafts, and they're picking up kind of two of our broker and our militia commander were kind of our only two craft dwarfs before, and they're busy doing other things. So this was actually quite nice. All right, and then cancels dig lost pick. Huh. Oh, the manager we took off of digging, so he put it back. Okay, and then cancel spin thread. And then Ilral Olanazin Minor has been elected mayor. Was that our expedition leader? One easy way to check, we had the bedroom assigned. This is expedition leader, and yep, the mayor. So our expedition leader was elected mayor. Mayor, I believe, also happens at 50 population. So we had two things happen there at the 50 population. Very nice. And your expedition leader will not always be your mayor. The way that I set it up, it's been my experience when I pick my own dwarves and the skills that I give my expedition leader. I have yet to have them not elected mayor. The expedition leader not being elected mayor happens more when I do like the tutorial or I don't pick my starting dwarves. Okay, so Ilral has been elected mayor. Very nice. All right. Drink from fruit. We are running seriously low on drink. Let me come back up. We did shrink this zone. So nut, date palm, cashew, nut, so bitter orange. Bitter orange you can only eat, so paradise, okay, we need to expand the zone here. Paradise nut trunk, okay. Let me see what else we have. We have macadamia nut, we have cashew, we have bitter orange. We have a lot of nuts, so we actually don't have a ton of fruit here. Let me set on a 1 priority, have them come out and just do kind of a massive herb gathering. We need some stuff for brewing and whatnot. And then Paradise Nut Tree. I saw in the fruit bin. I think they can brew that. Let me... Okay, we're going to expand the zone here. And you know what, we'll just include, I don't think they can get anything off of the high wood tree, but I don't know for sure, so let's just include it in the zone. Okay. We'll hit play here. Do top priority, get these built. Oh, nice. We do have a new artifact. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here real quick. We'll go check that out in a second. Ezim cancels drink taken by Muto. He was in the middle of drinking. Okay. Uh-oh. Ezim is our miner. And I wanted him to stay as a miner. Oh, please don't gain skill from this. Please don't gain skill from this. Aww. You have struck red spinel. Make Allanite door has been completed. And Logum has created a masterwork cashew bed. Okay, well I need our carpenter to be less fabulous. I need less masterwork beds, more exceptional beds. Okay. Okay, so Ezim has taken a workshop here. All right, so we have the stone worker shop is made out of dacite. I was making the dacite blocks here. I'm guessing that's what the dacite was doing here. We'll see if they wind up adding it to our artifact. Okay, let's watch. Rambutan logs, plywood logs. They're going to make furniture, which means he could gain skill. Red spinel. The red spinel is the same thing that that right glove had. So this is going to be some value. And they're working secretly. Please don't gain skill. Please don't gain skill. If they become legendary here, we'll have to have somebody else become a miner. We won't get the Miners Guild without him. You know, if he becomes legendary, though, that actually relieves some of our pressure. We'll have two guys making furniture. It's trying to prevent the Miners Guild. the game is against my Miners Guild. Okay. That's how it feels. Okay. They have created Raf Umosram, a dacite weapon rack. Ooh, he offers it to the dented craft. Oh, very nice. Okay. All right. And looking here, we're gonna hit OK. And pause. It did use the dacite boulder that was there, and I'm guessing, yeah, they're still working on the blocks. But I am gonna click on the table here. Yeah, 8,000 on the value. So this is a dacite weapon rack. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with high wood and encircled with bands of rectangular gabbro cabochons and radiant cut red spinels. This object is adorned with hanging rings of gabbro and menaces with spikes of rambutan wood. On the item is an image of dwarves in dacite. Dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Cobalt Tombs, which is our fortress, by the dented craft of the oil of kindling in the early spring of 100. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, well, that, honestly, I think we will probably put in our militia commander's office once the bedroom kind of gets up and smoothed. We do have some blocks going. Okay, so let's go check out Ism. They are a legendary miner. They are a dabbling mason. So it did give them a little bit of skill, but not nice. So they're a legendary miner. I think they're in our miners guild, even if they get skill in something else. That's actually really nice. Okay. That being said, I think we do have some Kimberlite, so we are going to actually come in armor stand and weapon rack. Kimberlite, we have 19, so we need 6 more of each, so that's 12. So we can do 6, 6, and then we're going to do coffers. This is also Kimberlite, and this one will only have enough Kimberlite for 7. Okay. Which one did I do that at? Okay. And then we're also going to do, I think we'll do some Allanite tables and chairs. And actually, I'm going to cancel on the Kimberlite coffers. Where am I? No, I'm not. Coffer. Kimberlite. 7. Okay. So the andesite and the gabbro are very similar. And then the dacite is actually a little bit darker. So I think we're going to go ahead and do andesite. Armor stand, andesite, coffer, andesite, weapon rack, and then andesite doors. Okay, so this is all going to be andesite. 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 Now, on the doors, we're only going to make 4. This is going to be for the new barracks. Andesite is going to be what this squad is actually. Their barracks is going to be made out of. Okay. So, let's go ahead and hit play. Let's see here. Cancel spin thread, brew drink. They need unrotten. Fermentable leaf or fruit. Milk animal canceled. Okay. So a couple of animals have grown up. They were, oh, a lot of the birds. Okay. And then lead has grown to become a, we have a peasant. Oh. Okay. We're going to have to think about how we want to proceed. Purified meal has been completed. Logum has created a masterpiece bin and wheelbarrow. You have struck microline and black zircon. Ilral has imposed a ban on certain goods. That we do need to go check out. So nobles and administrators, we're going to come in. Our mayor does need more stuff. So we'll have to start working on nobles' bedrooms. Export of leggings prohibited. Because our expedition leader was making clothing. I'm okay with that. I wasn't planning. Oh, you know where that gets tricky? We can't sell the worn clothing if that's the case. Ooh. We'll have to pay attention and see if our mayor is always if it's always leggings that get banned. Those we can do in a separate stockpile for the worn clothing. so that the bins, nothing is associated with being sent up to the trader. I did have in my respect planks, when my queen imposed a ban on something, the dwarf that it was bolts. The dwarf that took the bolts up to the trader got beaten to death. That it was when I first got my queen, I didn't get the alert that those were banned until after I did the trade, so there was nothing I could do about it. So I'm just gonna look to avoid anything similar here. Okay. And then all in cancels sheer animal, no creature. Alright. So first things first, I think let's come up and let's check out some of the birds here. Oh yeah. Okay. Strong. Frail. Okay, we're gonna butcher. Strong, we're gonna keep. We're gonna butcher. Tough, we're gonna keep. No traits, I'm not sure. We're gonna come check out. We have a 7-year-old with no traits. Gonna butcher. We're gonna butcher this one. We'll butcher this one. Ooh, butcher that one. No stamina. Yeah, a lot of this first batch kind of covers quickly. We won't butcher that one. Butcher. Come down. We have 2 traits. Okay, we'll butcher that one. Ooh. So I think we're going to keep the ones with no traits. And we'll go ahead and we'll butcher this one. This does leave us with just a couple of female birds, but we have a few good female birds in that haven't grown up yet. That being said, we do have a few wood cages. We're going to start cages. We have too many male birds. So we're going to look at, so this one we're definitely keeping. So we have recovers quickly. I think we'll, you know what, recovers, what are the 2 traits we have? So we have tough and agile. Okay, this one we can sell. Sell. Strong we'll keep. We've got 2 strong ones. We'll sell the older bird. We have recovers quickly. Okay. And nice. So we are hitting autumn. I was not planning on selling any of the worn clothing this first trade. We are early in our... You know what, I will pause. And actually we are going to come up. Okay. We do have our barracks for our 3rd squad. So except this squad we do need to come back in, and because we remade our Allanite squad, we do need to come in and reassign that barracks. Okay, this barracks we're assigning to the absolute whips here. Barracks No, captain. And then this is archery range. Make sure the direction is correct. We'll have the absolute whips assigned here. Arch, range, no, captain. That being said, we do need to do an archery target. And this was out of andesite. This is what we did all the furniture out of, so we need to do andesite on the... Nice. Top priority I'm going to turn on. Okay. And now we're going to select all three and come into schedule monthly orders. Okay, nice. And now, so I know the symmetric fences should be training. It is now, yeah, limestone, so they are currently training. Let's check these guys. Nice. So it has them, it moved them to the summer and winter training, which is perfect. Okay. And then let's look at the absolute whips. So the absolute whips will be training spring and fall as well. That's perfect. Okay. How are we doing on... Okay, so they are still digging this out. Okay. So as our recruits are switching over to training, that's what this is. They're gaining skill. Okay. Autumn has arrived on the calendar. Logum has created a masterpiece. Wood wheelbarrow. Its assets, cancel spin thread, and... Right, we do have... I think we're going to hold off on assigning. One of the kids grew up, so we have a peasant here, but I am going to come check. So they have high kinesthetic sense. They are not musical. Good memory. Not envious, gregarious, and strong. This person, being strong, you know what? We will add them... Good memory. I think we're going to add them to the stone cutting. If we need to add them to mining, we can. The stone cutting, they're not going to get legendary in as fast as they would with mining. Let me just come in and look at our mining. Okay, Sagoon is gaining some skill. Mistum and Bemble still not. You know, we may need to shut off. I think I need to shut off the legendary miners. And the High Master miner. If I want these other miners to actually be gaining skill, I'll turn everybody back onto mining once the miner guild hall is established. Okay, that being said, I'm going to come down, and lead is also going to get added to our military. And let me just see. Good memory, strong. They are not envious, they are gregarious. You know? I think we'll add them here. That being said, lead, name. We do need to come up. And one of these bedrooms for the Allanite squad, yeah, we will get assigned to lead. Bedroom, Allanite squad. Okay. We'll get doors and furniture, get these to be proper bedrooms. And they are not training right now, so I can get a little bit of help on the rock blocks, the stone cutting. We have a lot of smoothing projects that we have set to a 1 as well. And we just need a little bit of help in that department. Andesite door, nice. I'm going to come down. We'll put an andesite door here. Now we have 3 tombs that are ready to go. Okay. Let's scroll up here. Okay, they are starting to slaughter the peacocks that we told them to slaughter. Cancels, dig, lost pick, lost pick. We took a lot of our legendary miners off of the mining. Yes, I want the mining projects to get done, but more importantly, I need for those farmers that we set to the mining skill to gain enough skill that I can make my miners guild. Equipment mismatch on the pickup equipment. Okay. Erdem has become a militia captain. Sagoon and Id have gained skill as a miner and bone carver. A few masterpiece. It's awesome that Mistim is starting to make high quality furniture. He's just making a lot more masterpiece than exceptional, which it was the opposite in my Respect Pikes world. The masterpiece I just couldn't get, even though my the guy making my furniture was legendary. He was not making the masterpiece furniture. Make wooden bin has been completed. Okay, you have struck tetrahedrite. We do have a visiting axe dwarf. Now, this either means we're getting the petition, or we do have some training going on. They potentially, let's go check. They potentially could be visiting our barracks. Let's see here. Upload. These are all ours, I think. We'll hit play. Oh, no, we did want to come down to the birds. Okay, the cages are down. We are going to... This is, again, why we label the animals, to make it easy to sort. Okay, so we'll put one of the cell in there. And one of the cells in here. And we'll hit play. Let me come check the status of these puppies here. Ah, guild, okay. Pet. Dog. Nice, this one's gonna stay here. This is sell. Eventually we're going to sell this one. And nice, this one will stay here. And this one will gild. They're frail, so probably not good for a war dog. But they resist sickness, so we'll do hunting. Okay, so we do need to move some dogs around. Okay, so one there. Okay, Ral was adopted, so we're going to go ahead and they have been gelded, so we're going to go ahead and let them out of the pen here. So we're looking for hunting and pet here. So stray hunting, okay. And pet, okay. And, okay, we're keeping that one in the program. For now, we're keeping that one in the program. Okay. Let's come down and check the pigs. I haven't checked on the pigs in a little while. That one's been gelded. That one, we're not going to keep. That one's been gelded. Where's our female pig here? Uh-oh, I think we told them to butcher something. Oh, no, they butchered the wrong pig. Okay, we are keeping this pig, apparently. I think, oh, they butchered the breeding pair. Oh, no, because we had 2 pigs with 2 green traits. What? Okay, well, this one we can definitely butcher. That one's already gelded. Okay, well, this one we can't geld, and we don't have a female anymore. Well, that stinks. Yeah. That set our program here. I did not tell them to butcher the parents, I don't think. Guess I'll have to go back and watch that video. Because we haven't had new pigs in a long time. I wonder if that was my mistake, or if telling it to butcher through the DF hack was not right. I'm gonna come check the birds up here. See what they left. Yeah. They left the right ones here. Okay, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these so that we can sell them when the vendor comes. Well, that really oh man. Okay. Oh wait. There she is. She's being taken for milking. But that doesn't explain. Okay, well. That's okay. We're gonna hit play here. Make wooden band has been completed. Salon cancers. Spent thread. Cadole has grown to become a hen. Okay. I'm guessing eradicating monsters. Yep, deny. Okay. Cancels sheer animal. Created a masterpiece. Cabinet. Okay. Stray boar has been slaughtered. Oh, pause. ×3. Other. Okay, so goblin thief. We're gonna do kill. I will hit play in a moment here. Just want to make sure. Confirm. Okay. play. Their only way in is here through this entrance. We do have our hunters are going in and out with the dogs. The dogs, that is one thing that I did learn pretty well in my Respect Blanks Fortress. Having the dogs outside is really nice for early detection on these guys. They can't get anywhere close to the kids. Okay. Pause. Caravan. Okay. I am just going to double check and see. Yeah, we don't have any thieves. Okay, so it is just. Okay. Cabinet and wheelbarrow masterpiece. A lot of interrupted by goblin thief. Okay. You have struck Koboldite and Brimstone. We have some skill happening in our training. Okay. Now, we are going to request the broker. We are also going to move some things. Alright, bins. I am specifically looking for, you know what, Dacite blocks. We're going to send a bin of that. Something that I've kind of noticed seems to be a bit of a trend. I haven't really confirmed it, but it seems like things that we sell to the trader that comes in autumn directly affects the sort of the what professions the new migrants come in with. The reason why we get a lot of, or why I get a lot of craft dwarves and farmers, I think, is because that's usually what I sell, is prepared meals and crafts. So I want to try selling a bin of our blocks. We have a ton of Dacite, so I don't mind selling just one bin of those blocks and see if we get any stoneworkers to come. Yeah, that may not be the case. We'll see. Cages. I'm going to come and look. Okay, nice. They did get the peacocks moved. Okay, so we're going to come grab those cages. Bins, we're still looking. Okay, finished goods. This is scepters. Or that's our goods that we've been crafting. Weapon bin. Oh, so these are sort of... oh, wow. Those are all... Right. We don't have a lot of skill in our Boyer. I think, we'll also send those. And I will just have him make more. Finished goods. Okay, we do have finished goods. Here's... Oh, there's the railgar ring. Okay. We'll send that bin. Bars and blocks, we have all sorts of blocks there. I don't want to send that one, though. We have our toys. I'll have to go look at the toys. Bar and block bin, we have microline blocks. Oh, there's 22 items in this one. Okay. Oh. And then there's 11 in this one. This is all microline. I think we're going to send the one with 11. I want to keep the one with 22. Copper picks. Training weapons. More training weapons. These are lower quality ones. Which, honestly, we'll sell. Okay, 19 items that are worn. Is there any? There are leggings in here. Okay, so I do not want to send that bin. I don't want to risk whoever brings that bin up getting in trouble. Finished goods, gems, bars. Okay, yeah. I'm glad we had our... by the time we crafted that last work order of all the training weapons for times 10 of each, our carpenter was already legendary. So we got a lot of the high quality training weapons, which is what I was looking for. Leather, we're certainly keeping. Cloth. Wow. We have so much cloth. Okay, but our clothier is, I think, yeah, it's currently training, so we can't have him make anything. We definitely need to have a clothier who's not in the military, or more than one clothier. That is certainly a goal, so that we can. We're starting to get quite a population. We are 2 years in now. We're starting to get more worn clothing. We need to be making quite a bit of clothing to kind of keep up with that. So this was okay. Send that bin. Bars and blocks here. That's DOS. I think 2 bins of the blocks is fine. Gabbro. Microline. We actually have quite a few microline blocks, which is nice. I don't want to send any more on that. Okay. So that was the bins. Now I'm going to come in and look at barrels. And we have a lot of prepared meals, which we're going to send. Okay. And this should be a good chunk of value. 600. That's kind of lower value. We'll send this lower value on the prepped meals. We'll keep a couple of the higher value bins. But I'm going to keep looking. Oh, there's 1,000, so I will send this one for 500. This one for 300, most definitely. Prepared food for 500. Prepared food for 300. Okay. We do have cut gems. I'll send a few for value. I'm not going to send the rock crystal. And then I'm going to keep those. Look at our cabinets. The orthoclase. I think we're going to send an orthoclase cabinet. And we'll send an allanite cabinet. I'll keep the ones with the stars for the kids' bedrooms. But I think I'm going to sell the lower quality ones. I'm going to come look at doors too. I think we have a few lower, like really low quality doors. Yeah, Dacite. And we have a couple of pretty low quality on the Dacite doors. Okay. Same thing. I'll keep the stars, starred furniture for the kids' bedrooms. That should also, selling some of the stone furniture will hopefully make things easier. I am going to come down it though and look at our, is it tools? For wheelbarrows. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty low quality wheelbarrow. I'm going to start selling some low quality wheelbarrows here. Oh, that's a step ladder. Oh, those are all step ladders. The step ladders, I don't think I'm quite ready to sell. We only have the 3. You know what? We'll sell them. We will just sell them, and I will have our guy make some more kind of pronto. Sell them while the guy is here. Okay. And we will go ahead and hit play here and watch the stuff come up. That is one thing that I've noticed, is hauling for to the trade depot seems to be absolute top priority, which I like that that's set that way. Okay. Our trader is at the depot. We're still awaiting 3 items. Come back in and check that in a second. We're just going to get some dirt road action here. Okay, there's the one item. I'm going to pause. We will deal with the diplomacy as soon as we do this. Now, one thing that I had seen in a video, not in a video, that I had seen in my research on the trader is one way to level up your trader to make them a lot better is to do small trades and do a bunch of them. So I think we'll give that a try. These are more expensive, so we'll. I think I'm gonna try to do some cheaper ones here with these cheap trades. You know what? We'll do a black bronze bar and see. Let's come in and do perfect. Okay. We will trade. Yes. I wish I could take so much, but my animals. Oh. So we're not going to be able to... Okay, so we're not going to be able to trade the furniture or tools. Okay, that's a weight thing. Allowed weight 70 or 63, 72. Okay. So, that being said, it's going to be way too many. Let's add a bar and see what we can do with these gems. Okay. And we'll add a bird. Perfect. We'll do a trade. Let's look at the boulders. Let's... Okay. The rest of this might... We don't have a lot of small value, is the problem. Ooh, these pianos are kind of expensive. Okay, let's keep going though. Let's see what they did for seeds. I think I'll do that trade. Okay, so then absolute must. I think we're gonna do the steel bars, and we're gonna come in. Do maybe the 252, and then we'll add the bird maybe. Let's see if they'll trade for that. Nope. Okay. Okay. Accept counteroffer, sure. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna see what we can get for just that. Let's see. Trade. Perfect. Okay. Let's do... and see if we can get those. Yes? Okay. 660. See if they'll trade for that. Oh, okay. Accept counteroffer, yes. Okay. Let's do the barrel. Come down and see if we can add in some more of these more expensive bags here. No, but what about a 70? We can do the 70, perfect. They're in the green. Okay. Let's go ahead and trade this bin. What do we have left? Just the seeds, I think. We'll do one of the cheaper bins on our, yeah, 1100. And see. I think that's everything else. So yeah, I think we're going to hit trade. Okay, so we did several trades there. They're not going to be able to take. We'll see if they'll offer as gift. Yes. Okay. Oh, and offer as gift. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go in and look at our broker and just kind of see. I should have done that before. That was a lot of trades, so I feel like that was good for what I was trying. They are an adept praiser. So they are definitely, they started out as proficient. That was as high as we could get them. They are a legendary stonecrafter. We've had them doing the crafting. And then let's go look at social skills. They are, so the negotiating skill is going up. Speaker is rusty. Judge of intent is going up. Intimidator's going up. Persuader. Conversation, comedian, consoler, passive. I think a lot of that is they're getting that experience from the trading, which is what we kind of need to go up. Okay. We are going to come in and do the diplomacy in a moment. Milk animal has been completed. Main cancels, get provisions, job item, lost or destroyed. That was probably the prepared meals that we brought up for the trading. Okay. I will go in. What did we earn? I didn't even look at the the boulders that they brought. Pericles and anhydrate. Okay, nice. They did bring 3 steel bars. As much as I would love to start doing some steel weapons, those 3 steel bars are going to an anvil. We do need to start getting the anvils. And I think I'm going to directly ask for steel anvils this time instead of steel bars. You know, that being said, maybe I will use those steel bars for our use. We do have several Mark's dwarves. I think we will actually do that. I am going to set some herbing here. Have them come herb whatever's in here. Have them herb whatever they can here. Have them come herb whatever they can here. That still has to be mined. We're going to come up, we're going to do the dirt road up here. Just trying to prevent these trees from growing. And you know what? That is one of those high wood trees, which those are huge. I really don't want that growing right next to what we're dealing with here. Alright, I am going to come back down and I'm going to look at our pigs and see how bad we screwed up. We do still have a male, but we do have a female. She's got good traits. The male does have one good trait. Okay. I don't think we need to ask for pigs. We do have a couple of extra baby llamas in here. Okay, there's... okay. Female. Female. Okay. I'm gonna come down to our workshops down here. Make rock block. So, anhydrite looks like we got 4. I'm just going to put that on repeat. Add new task, rock block for the Pericles. 4 also. Nice, so that's 12 on the... oh, very nice. That's perfect. And we're just going to get those rock blocks made directly. Okay. We're gonna come in. Oh, good news. They have some recommendations. So this is Nil Katenvitek. They're the outpost liaison from the mountain home. Merit deserves a reward, and I come empowered to establish this colony as an official land of our realm. Can you imagine the trade wagons? Of course, there are responsibilities, and the nobility must live well. Do you have anyone suitable to recommend for elevation? So this is for, I think it starts out as a count, maybe, or a countess. This is for that noble trait, and as the value of your king, this is 100% based on value. And as the value of your kingdom goes up, that nobility will also rise, becoming a dukedom, or so you'll have a duke or duchess. Which, okay, I'm going to exit out. So that's what they're asking for here. The recommendation is they want us to recommend a dwarf. Well, I'm going to do that. So our created wealth, imported and exported wealth. This, I believe, the imported and exported wealth count, plus the created wealth, so it adds all of that up, and that's the value of your kingdom, I believe, is how it works. I've had, since the very first world that I had this happen, I have had the, the Baron, or Baroness, or Duke, or like I've had that track in every single world since then, but I'm not super familiar with what the value breakdowns are for that. The artifacts, we had 2 kind of valuable artifacts that were 18,000 in value on their own. So that kind of contributed to this. Okay, we're gonna need to get the nobles' bedrooms dug, I think, kind of pronto, especially whoever we have elevated is not going to be real happy with a basic bedroom. And unfortunately, I think a lot of our best dwarves are actually in our military. Although I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let me go look at our pink squad here. So Kivish and Ezem are both married. Ezem is a miner. Kivish is our cook. Kivish is married to Mebzuth, who is our legendary tanner. Let's go take a look at Kivish here. All right, they're recruits, and they're down here for right now. Kivish is an axe dwarf. Okay. Kivish is a talented cook. She has good focus, high kinesthetic sense, values stoicism, disdains tranquility. She is artistically inclined and tough. She is married. She does have kids, none of which are here. She does have a nephew. Let's go look up Mebzuth. Who I believe is not in the military. Okay, so let's see here. The husband, low self-esteem, depression-prone, good analytical ability, poor spatial sense, values romance. So I feel like Kivish would be a good candidate, but Mebzuth, let's go look at the Mebzuth's smiley face. Mebzuth is in the orange on the smiley face. One of our unhappiest dwarves, and the fact that they are depression prone means they're going to be kind of tough to keep happy. So I don't think we're going to make this couple. And Ezem, I don't want to, but let's look at Olin. So Olin values self-control, disdains artwork, has good focus, resists sickness, good intuition, and values peace. I don't love that they disdain artwork. They're a shearer. Let's go look at the spouse. Tobul is high social awareness, strong, disdains introspection. Unassertive, good focus, disdains fairness. I don't love the disdains fairness. The artwork, not a huge deal. It's just, I wouldn't mind if our eventual Duke or Duchess did value artwork. But high social awareness. I think this is the couple. I think Olin. Yeah. And they do have a kid that's here, as well as older sisters here. They do have family here. Cousin, I like it. You know? Let's go for Olin. Diplomacy. Olin Omafol. Okay. So we've made our recommendation. I have yet to have my recommendation not accepted for this. I don't know if it can be. I have yet to experience that scenario. If it can be. There is much to share. Information added to the civilizations and world info. All right, metal bars. We're going to ask for rose gold and black bronze again. We will ask for steel as well. They did say imagine the trade wagons. So they're going to start coming with trade wagons, not just a couple of animals. So they're going to start bringing more than just what we asked for. That being said, planting should be up and running by next time they come in. So we are going to ask for all the seeds. You know, pigtail and plump helmet spawns. Yeah, we'll just ask for all the seeds. Anvils, I'm going to ask for steel. Just have them bring some steel anvils. Not going to ask for any pets or footwear. Don't need to ask for the instruments, I don't think. They did. I was hoping they would bring some cool, the underground wood colors for the pianos, since we were able to pick those in our starting menu. They did not bring those cool color on the pianos, which is okay. Drinks, cheeses, extracts. Oh, we're down to... Our drink situation is quite dire. Stone, we are going to ask for anhydrite, periclase. I'm just debating the fact that we are already getting into the nobility. We may or may not hit the mountain home in the first 10 years here. And once the mountain home happens, I think the outpost liaison, they come with the queen, king or queen. And I have yet to, once I get the king or queen, I stop getting the diplomats. And I'm noticing that, at the start of the diplomat menu, it says outpost liaison. So I think once we become the mountain home, that's when we no longer get the diplomats. So I need to, if I only have a few more years of this, I need to make sure that I'm really grabbing what I need here. The steel anvils, we need. We're not getting... It said when we embarked that there was flux here. We have yet to find it. I'm guessing it's on a floor underneath the caverns, is my guess. So our metal industry is a little bit stunted here because of that, and we're not really able to get the steel up and running, and we haven't found a whole lot of iron either, so we can't really make a whole lot of iron weapons. We may have to start doing metal weapons out of... We have a ton of the stuff, the garnerite, and the one that starts with an S, which I don't think give iron, they give other metals. So we may be going with some lower quality metal weapons and armor initially, just to get up and running. We'll see. We did strike mica and the kimberlite. I'm going to ask for orpiment and olivine. No, you know what? I won't ask for olivine, but the orpiment I think I will ask for, because that I'm going to want for the bee industry stuff. And yes, we found some here, but there's no guarantee we're going to find more. Scroll. I'm not sure where the orpiment is on the list here. We could also ask for a bit of the flux stone. That could be expensive. I don't know that we want to do that. But the clay, the fire clay. Can we ask for fire clay? Orthoclase. Orpiment we can't ask for. Okay. Good to know. Then we'll just leave it as it is. Okay. So let's see here. We asked for seeds. We asked for stone. We're asking for steel bars as well as steel anvils. sheet. Yeah, sure. Let's ask for a few of these more exotic sheets. And yeah, okay, sure. I was looking for wood. I figured we could ask for a couple of the prettier woods that, yes, we have the caverns unlocked, but we only have the fungi wood and the tower cap. I figured I'd ask for a little bit of the pretty purple and blue woods. There's the wood. Okay. There's the tunnel tube. I want to ask for tunnel tube, spore tree, bloodthorn. Okay. And I think that's good. We're going to hit done. Yes, we asked for a lot of stuff, but we're going to start getting wagons. Okay. Prepared meals and handware is expected. The prepared meals we can absolutely do. Okay. I'm going to hit play here just for a moment. I know this episode's getting a little bit long. I'm going to say no trader needed. Have our trader come inside. And we're just we're kind of letting them haul everything back down. That being said, we did trade away step ladders. We're going to come in and we are going to do an order of step ladders here. I'm also going to come over to labor and check our plant gatherers. Looks like it was, yeah, Tabul was the spouse of our Baron consort. So barony is the first. Mark's Dwarf. So we only have one herbalist right now, and they're too busy fishing. We're going to take them off of fishing. And because both of these guys are in training. So we do need a fourth. We need another herbalist. Our bookkeeper is a skilled herbalist, you know. Let's come over and take a look at. We just absolutely need. We do have one wood burner. We have set as a miner. The other one is a legendary wood burner. Soap maker, I want them to stay a soap maker. Our bookkeeper is legendary in crafting. Is that? Or are they the woodworking? They're the woodworking. They have too much to do. We can't have them going on a ring. Okay. Yikes. So I'm going to have to settle for something I don't really want to do here. The miners and planters I'm not going to set to it. The soapmaker I really don't want to. Okay, Solon is set to beekeeping, farming. They are going to be a miller. They're a spinner. They are assigned to a spinning workshop. That's one of the few that we could potentially set as an herber. Niche. Doesn't have a ton to do. They are a potash maker. We will have something for them to do, but honestly, it's at them as an herbalist. Give Nish something to do. Yeah, gather plants. Okay. There we go. Let's get our brewer in here. Okay. We are getting a whole lot of stuff happening here. Let's come down and check out the bedrooms here. So doors. Do we have an allanite door that we can add? I'm just going to have to start using this masterwork stuff. And then, what was the other bedroom that we had here? Furniture. Let's come into a cabinet. We have microline. Perfect. And let's see about a door. Perfect. I'm just going to monitor our situation here for another moment. Huckleberry wine. Yeah, we just need some planting to happen, or some herbing to happen. We did get some more migrants. This may be a good time to pause and end the episode. I could deal with the migrants the next episode. Hopefully we can add one of them to herbing. We are kind of in dire straits with our drink. I am going to come check before we end the episode here. Labor, mining. Okay, nice. These folks are getting some becoming miners. We have one more. They are a novice miner. They need to get up to mining skill, and then I think we'll have a mining guild. Okay, I am kind of curious. We did not get any miners who migrated with it. We don't have any woodcutters. Don't see herbalist or fisher dwarf. Okay. Yeah, we got. So it is a bunch of farmers. We did have a bunch of prepared meals. We do have a couple of animal workers. We did sell a couple of animals. No stone workers. So I'm actually really glad that the peasant that we got, the kid that grew up, we added to our stoneworking industry. We do just need a little bit of help with the rock blocks. We have some projects that we want to do, but we just don't have a whole lot of guys in the industry yet. So making those rock blocks is a little bit tough, especially since two of them that are doing that are in the military, and the third one is making all of our stone furniture for the bedrooms. All right, I think I'm going to leave the episode there. If you enjoy the episode, please thumbs up it. If you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next episode.